Were you wondering about the Sephora collection products? Don't you worry, I put these products to the test and let you know all about them. Welcome back or welcome to Superstar Glam. My name is Janice, and in today's video, I put to the test the new products from the Sephora collection and give you my final thoughts on them. If you're interested in this video, then just keep watching. Okay, so I've already primed my face. I used the new e.l.f. the Liquid Poreless Putty Primer. I don't have new foundation, so I'm going to use the House Labs Triclone Skin Tech Foundation. This is definitely my go-to almost everyday foundation. Just love how my skin looks, and I definitely like less coverage. My skin's been doing very well lately, so that's why I feel like I don't really need a lot of coverage. And I'm okay with some of my sun damage or even scars to show through. Yes, definitely been absent for a while, and I've missed it. I've missed playing with makeup, although I kind of haven't really missed much behind the scenes. Like, I still been trying out new makeup. So you'll probably see me bringing up a lot of products that perhaps I haven't shown on here before, but that's only because I've been using them. Yeah, but a lot has happened, and like I said, I'm just really happy and excited to be back. But I definitely wanted to try out a lot of products that I've been seeing. So I saw that Sephora was releasing their Sephora collection, and there was a lot of products that I'm actually really interested to try out. One of them includes this Sephora Best Skin Ever Glow. It's a multi-purpose concealer. It's supposed to have a luminous finish, and it's supposed to have like good for you ingredients. I'm also excited because now that I am back, I also am doing this with a fresh set of eyes, meaning I just had LASIK eye surgery. A lot of the times when I was doing these videos, I didn't want to take the time to put on contacts. So while I was doing this, I was kind of doing this blindly. But now I can see, and I can see everything, and I'm just loving it. I'm loving being free from having to be attached to something all the time. Anyway, so we're going to try this concealer. Okay, and I'm going to use a brush. It's kind of been my method of applying concealer. Oh, and the shade I got is 26. I'm assuming this is going to have minimal coverage, which I'm okay with. Like I said, I did go in with a very thin layer, so I'm not expecting this to be a very full coverage concealer. It's definitely a lightweight, but I'm not getting a lot of coverage, and I'm okay. Like I said, I'm not expecting this to be full coverage, but I do want a little bit extra. Okay, there you go. So I guess I have to apply more, and I'm leaving the one under my eye just so that it has a little bit more time to kind of like marinate. Actually, I do have a new brushes that I picked up. I've been hearing a lot about this brand. It's the Anissa brushes, I think it's called. And this is the angled concealer. So I think I want to try it with this brush. I don't worry too much about coverage with my concealer. Like, that's not why I use concealer. I like it for, I usually get it a few shades lighter. I want it to be more as a brightening effect. But yeah, it is giving me very natural. Like, this is definitely perfect for those days where all you want to do is just throw on maybe like a CC cream or maybe nothing at all, and all you want to do is just brighten. I think this is a perfect finish for that. So just based on the coverage that I applied for the foundation, it kind of matches the coverage. I did pick up their universal translucent powder. So it's been a while since I've tried Sephora products, so I feel that this is why I wanted to try it out, see if there's been any changes, if I find it to be good, maybe dupes for high end, or if it's just altogether a pass. I'm taking a puffer brush, sponge. Definitely apologize for any chaos because it's been a while. It's definitely been several months since I last filmed. Tapping the creases and then now adding the powder. Okay, I don't like it. And I don't know if it's the concealer or if it's the powder because my under eye is looking a little, what's that word, crepey? Just, it looks so dry and it's emphasizing everything, which I normally don't struggle with that. I think it might have to be the powder. Can't imagine that lightweight concealer. So it might be the powder that I'm just not a fan of. Rarely do I ever struggle with underneath the eyes. So the fact that they look this bad, and I definitely moisturized, so there's no reason why it should be this dry. Okay, I have eyeshadows, highlight, contour, powder, mascara, and that's it. So I'm just gonna jump onto the eyes for now. I'm going to prime my eyes like I normally do with any eyeshadow base or eyeshadow application since my eyes are on the oily side. I'm gonna go back with that Anissa brush. The eyeshadow palettes, they're the Sephora Color Shifter Strange Botanicals. It's this cute little cardboard packaging. Now, I've read on it on the box that they kind of made it eco-friendly so that you are able to recycle it. So in the back, it has a bunch of like little holes. I don't know if you could see. And what you do is you can pop the pans out of the palette. And then also the mirror that it comes with, you can slide it off and it becomes something that you can throw in your purse, you could travel with, you can keep basically, and then the whole rest of the packaging becomes something that you can recycle. The pans, I'm assuming that you can add them into like, I don't know, a Z palette. Does that still exist? I got two different color stories. Where's the names? Okay, so this one is Hypnotic Yellow Sunflower, and this one's Freaky Pink Rose. So this is what this color story looks like. So then it comes with a, what it's called a shifter, and what that's supposed to do is like you can add it. Whoa, it's so dry. Oh. So I couldn't swatch it. It's those are really, really dry and nothing was coming off. But then once you get past that first layer, it's almost creamy, I think. But it's supposed to be something that you can wear alone, or what you do is it's like a topper and it transforms the underneath, hence why they're called shifters. And I haven't dug into these at all, so not sure. Ooh, the mats are really, really soft. I don't get it. So it's just a shimmery shade. So I was under the impression they were kind of like almost like multi-chromes. And then depending on the base that you put underneath, or maybe more like a sheer color underneath, and then it would alter the shade. But all it is more like a like chunky glitter. Like I really thought that it was going to alter the shade of the shadow, but that's not the case. I'm gonna dip into the yellow brown, whatever it's called. It has a cool like mustard color shade that I could use in the on the crease. I'm going in with that mustard shadow as kind of like the crease color. I'm gonna go in with the medium brown to start adding dimension. The shadows are very, very soft and blendable. There's a bit of fallout, but I'm okay with that. It feels so weird doing my makeup on camera. After I got my surgery, I definitely had like a switch. Most of the time, I was wearing bare face because I wore my glasses every single day. And a lot of times it was almost like pointless. Why wear makeup when one I was hiding behind my glasses, so like eye looks you weren't going to be able to see them, and then two, the foundation from wearing the glasses would just always disappear from the nose area. So it was just a lot of times like, why? But I also have all this makeup and I would only use it on special occasions, and it's almost like a waste, right? So after I got my surgery, it kind of it's a little shallow, to be honest with you. I did go to the store one day barefaced and I felt very uncomfortable because again, I was so used to hiding behind my glasses, and it was almost like I didn't have a reason not to wear makeup, or at least somewhat look presentable, if that makes any sense. Like, I'm not trying to go out and have like full face of makeup or full coverage. I just, at least a little bit, like a little blush, like a little bit of, mascara, like a little bit of eyebrows. Like, I actually feel like now my eyebrows are the emphasis versus my my glasses, and I really have sparse brows. So I really needed to make more of an effort because I just felt uncomfortable. I felt insecure going out barefaced. So I just started putting on makeup. So I'm doing it on a daily, kind of, except for those days that I just want my face to breathe. I'm going in with that reddish brown shade, and I'm just going to keep it here in this outer corner and then kind of bring it in, but I'm concentrating the color in this outer portion. So again, I'm not saying that everybody should be the same way. It's just for me personally, I just I wanted to put an effort, and like I said, I felt very uncomfortable wearing nothing barefaced, and I mean at least some eyebrows, makes a difference. So I do it now more often and I love it. Okay, so now I'm going with the shimmery shade on the lid. So this is what it looks like with just that one shimmery shade. But now we're gonna shift the look and apply the shifter. Okay, so I packed it on. Okay, there is some fallout. Some of the chunks. So this is the one side with the shift, and then this is with just the shimmery shade. So again, if that's the concept, then yes, it shifts your eye look and makes it dramatic. The shimmery shade is a little messy. So I've looked closely to the, what is it called? The concealer, and it has already settled. So it does crease. And not to knock Sephora's brand, because they do have really good products. I'm just not sure why they would recreate this one when they did have one that was really, really good. And I don't remember the name of it. If I can find it, I will insert it here. But that one's really, really good. And I did enjoy using that when I first bought it. So I don't know about this one. Anyways, I want to line my eyes. Okay, these are new from Essence. They're 24-hour long lasting, they claim. Are they both or just one? Oh, I guess it's just one. So they're both liquid liners. One is the extra long lasting, has just like a regular felt tip. And then there's the super fine liner pen. Okay, so it's a felt tip, but it's just finer, longer. Let's try. Oh yeah, it's it's definitely sharp. And then I'll go back with this one. I'm just doing a very small baby wing. Yeah, I love how super fine it is. Even the one that's just a regular extra long lasting, that one the tip is really fine also. What else? Oh, there's mascara. So Sephora has the Love the Lift Instant Curl and Lifting Volume. I got the mini. Okay, so it has the like silicone bristles and it curves just a slight bit, which some people love, some people like traditional bristles, but I don't care. I care more about the formula. I do find though that these grasp better, so I'm able to definitely work it on the root a lot better than a traditional one. So far, the formula is pretty nice. It has a grit, so it's not the consistency is not too watery, which I like. So I haven't dipped back into the tube, and so far it's giving me length, but the more I keep adding product to my lashes, the more they're starting to clump, and I don't like that. And again, this is just me not even dipping back, it's just whatever was already on the product, and I'm using both sides, like the concave side and the other side, and it's definitely clumping up. So it's not giving me volume per se like I love in a mascara. So I'm just gonna keep it with, I guess technically, one coat. So I did go in with the one coat on this, and then before I even dip in, I went back to this one so it had a little bit more time to dry a little bit. So I was able to add another coat of mascara, but again, if I keep working on it, it's just going to clump up my lashes, and that's not the look I go for. I like volume. Okay, let me do my eyebrows off camera and I'll be back and use the rest of the products. So, eyebrows done. Now I'm going to go in with the contour powder, and this one's in the shade 03 medium to tan. It's been a while since I've used powder contour, so I'm going to go in with this round, kind of like mini round buffer brush from BH Cosmetics. Okay, I don't know if it's getting product, but there's literally like no fallout. Oh, but this does pick up. Okay. It looks like a cool tone shade, but let's just hope it works. Ooh. Ooh. And I mean ooh in a good way. I like the tone of it. Ooh, it's the perfect tone. I forget how much I love powders since we're in this new, what is it, era of just cream products. Let's do the contour on the nose. Okay, I really like this formula because you can't even tell that you're picking up any product because there's really no fallout whatsoever, but it gives you the perfect amount, and then the shade creates like this just natural shadow, like I said, really with very minimal product. And that's kind of what you want. You want something that's more buildable versus going in with too much product initially. I usually like a more cool tone bronzer, but because I've already added the contour and it's like more of like the cool tone, I think I definitely need the warm. So I'm gonna go in with, this is the Soft Sculpt Bronzer in medium dark from Makeup by Mario, and it looks like this. I just add a little bit by the hairline, not that I need anything there, but just want it to be cohesive. Oh yeah, I definitely love this. Okay, what's next? Let's add a little bit of blush. Do I have blush? And so now we go in with the highlight. Think I've tried one other time a highlight from Sephora, and although it was very, very blinding, it was a little bit more on the drier side, on the like powdery side. So I wasn't so much of a fan. So this one's in the shade 02 Sparkling Honey. This is what it looks like. Okay, this one's doing the same thing. There's literally like no fallout whatsoever. It's really pretty. The texture feels very creamy. So I like the sheen, but definitely that's a really good formula. It's really, really pretty. I'm gonna go back into the palette to finish the lower part of my eyes. Well, let me gather my thoughts and give you my opinion. Let's start off with the concealer. Yeah, it's gonna be a pass for me just because it creased under the eyes, and although I liked the finish of it, it did give me, I don't know, maybe I'll try it one more time instead of being so negative of it. I mean, that I will repurchase this? No, there's no way that I'm going to repurchase this. I'm going to give it one more try, and I'm going to try this with one of my favorite powders, or powder that I'm already used to, and maybe it might work, but so far it's just not enough coverage for me, especially when I have discovered way more concealers that I prefer over this. This powder, no way. The way my under eyes looked with this, and that's not even that I didn't even use it all over my face, like it was just literally under my eyes. It's gonna be a pass for me when it comes to this powder. The mascara wasn't bad at all. Like, I was able to get length. I think that this is definitely one of those mascaras that I could probably use on a daily basis, because it's not like it gives me like so much volume for like an everyday look. I think it gives me enough. It did give me length, which I can appreciate, but I don't see myself repurchasing this, especially because I love so many more mascaras currently. For example, there is the Tower 28. This one is like my everyday mascara. I love this mascara. It's so good. It's no wonder a lot of people are raving about that mascara. Loved this contour. Now you got to be careful, like if you definitely go more for the grayish cool tone shades, you have to be careful with your bronzer, because I also choose bronzers that are more neutral based or cool tone based rather than warm tone. And that, the combo with the cool tone contour plus the bronzer, is not the way to go. You will definitely have patchiness. You'll look like you slapped dirt on your face rather than shadows. So you do have to be aware of the tones of your products so that they can work harmoniously together. So with this one, I just loved it. I think it was the perfect tone for my skin tone, but I did have to go in with a more warm tone bronzer in order for that to work and not look like a muddy mess on the face. But I really, really do love, and I can see myself reaching for this all the time. It's affordable and I could always repurchase it. The fact that I discovered this, I love it. And then the highlight, I think it's okay. I think it's not like the best formula out there, but it's good enough. It's better than the last one I've tried. Like I said, it was very powdery and very shimmery, but it has a good formula. Swatching it feels very creamy, and on the face it actually gives you a really nice sheen, which I love. I think you can't go wrong with these. Like I said, they are affordable, and so I think those are good, but definitely passing on the powder altogether. Like out of all the products, that's the only one that it's a dud for me. But at least I got to try it out and let you know about it, so you didn't have to waste your money on that. But I really hope that you enjoyed this video. I am so happy to be back. You will see me on here more often. I will be coming back with more videos. And thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't done so already, and I will see you next time.